Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV. Today we're talking about the importance of understanding the behavioral styles of those we work with. Are you ready? Let's get started. Yeah, I'm guessing that if you're watching, you've probably done some sort of behavioral style tool at some point in your life, and it gave you colors, or an animal, or it gave you letters, or a whole bunch of letters, and maybe it was called DISC, or it was called Insights, or it was called Myers-Briggs, and all of them are great. Almost everybody loves them, and a great thing that gets done a lot is we take this kind of an assessment with the people that we work with. Now, this is a great idea because it gives us common language, it gives us common understanding, and it gives us some common experiences that are supposed to help us get better results working together. Unfortunately, that's often not what happens, because often what happens is we get something else. We get what I call labeling. So rather than me really understanding the model, what I find out is that Marissa is this, and that John is this, and that Sally is this. And now I have labeled them, whatever the tool it is that you've learned, and instead of me using that information to help me work better with them, it's given me a label, which means that now I understand why they do what they do, and it justifies them. It makes me understand why they're so difficult to work with, and it keeps me from having to do anything new. The labeling is a problem. Let me just give you a couple of examples. Well, you know, those people, they just are after the bottom line, and they're so competitive, and they're kind of blunt and direct all the time, and they're just, you know them, they're D's. Well, you know, those people, they just want to get along with everybody. You're never going to get them to make a decision. Yeah, they're supportive, but at the bottom line, they're sort of wishy-washy, and they don't have an opinion of their own. They're all about someone else. They're just that, they're those S's. See, when we label people, we don't change our behavior at all. And the real value in any of these tools is figuring out how I can use them to help me be more effective. And all of these tools are simplified views of the world. They're not exact, they're not perfect. And so problem number one with labeling, I've already mentioned, that is that it justifies us not doing anything because, well, that's who they are. And justifies ourselves not doing anything because that's who I am. When the reality is that we're more than just one single letter or one single color. We're a mix of things. We're human beings, and we're far more complex than that. So the second problem with it is that it makes things look simpler than they are. So at the end of the day, what we need to be able to do is to use that simplified model to help us create some patterns that allow us to move forward. And the way to move forward isn't to label people, but to understand behaviors so I can say, okay, given that, if that person's not like me, how do I adapt and adjust my behavior, my communication, so that I have greater success in working with them? The tool isn't meant to justify our behavior. The tool is meant to give us ideas and approaches so we can get better results with others by adapting our own behavior. Let me close with today's tweet. Don't try to understand someone's style so you can label them, but so that you can communicate more effectively with them. Yeah, there are a bunch of these behavioral style tools, and all of them can be helpful. The one that we recommend most is the one that we've created a version of, and that's the DISC model. Now, the DISC model for communication styles and behavioral styles is a widely known and valuable tool. If you take the chance to work with us with it, you're going to get something more. You're going to get more than just understanding your own style and some labels. You're going to get some tools to help you truly become more effective in communicating with others. You can get started in doing that for free simply by clicking on the link on this page to take your free assessment. Now from there you can purchase a full assessment, you can purchase assessments for others, you can get coaching and other things, but it all starts with you taking a free DISC assessment. We hope that you'll do exactly that. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Remarkable TV, and I hope you'll join us for other future ones. But before that, you got to tell us what you want us to talk about. And if you'll put those kinds of thoughts and ideas and comments in the questions in the comment area, we are listening, and it'll impact what you see on the next episode of Remarkable TV.